Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad to hear this Friday morning. Got a great show lined up. We've got a lot of fishing information coming your way. Our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at 767-5500. They will be there Monday through Thursday during the summer and be there at 5 o'clock every day. So run by and see them if you need anything along the educational needs. Principal Mike Heppenstall and his staff will be willing to work with you just to help you out. Okay, high today. It's starting to warm back up a little bit. You know, it's been in the 80s most of the week, but it's getting up in the 90s today. About 91 will be the high today. Low tonight will be 70, and the water temperature remains around 84 degrees. The river readings, we keep waiting for the big river, the Apalachicola, we keep waiting for it to jump up. With all the rain we've had here and in South Georgia, folks, it just has not moved. Look at it. We're looking at a 0.6, even though we've had over 3 inches of rain throughout the Panhandle. It's a 0.6. And now we do see a great bit of activity over on the Choctawhatchee. It's just started peaked out. It peaked out right at 9 foot. It's at 7.3. It's going to be dropping out for the weekend and looking good over there at the Choctawhatchee River. Now, tide chart for the weekend is good tides we're going to have here locally in the St. Joe Bay. We're looking at a high tide this morning at 6:53 and a low tide tonight at 5:44. So we're in a good situation. Looking at tomorrow's tide, you're going to have a really fast outgoing tide. We'll have about a 2 foot tide, right at 2 foot today and tomorrow. And then look at next week. They just loaded up with some good tides for next week. So tide chart brought to us by Carl Vernon Marine Specialties. Takes care of seawalls, docks, boat lifts, anything you need along the waterfront. Now, each Friday morning we like to call down to Carabel, one of our favorite places, and talk to Seaquarters Marina and Millard. Are you there, Millard?
Good morning, Winston. How you doing?
I'm doing well, buddy. Well, what's going on down in Carabel at Seaquarters Marina?
The fishing's been good. All we need is good weather. You got to go early because those thunderheads coming up every afternoon. Got a little bit of wind in them. But people have really been catching a lot of big snapper, red grouper. The inshore fishing has been good. The filter showed up. That's what they cast net the filter and catch some nice trout, redfish, flounder. The fishing is great right now. Just need the weather.
Well, that sounds good. Millard, now you've had a chance to go yourself a little bit, haven't you?
Yeah, we did good the other day. We live around snapper. You got to start about 70 feet between O Tower and S Tower. Nice red grouper in there. Some snappers 18 to 20 pounds. Just everywhere you go.
Oh, that's nice. Now, any of the boys, while they're bottom fishing, are they starting to free line out the back of the boat for any king mackerel? Anybody doing any of that?
Yeah, and a lot of cove. Yeah, they just throwing out flat lines, put a little bit of chum out, throw some chunk bakes out, and want to show up.
Well, that's good. I know now inshore they're catching some up around Dog Island or Carabel River or what?
Yeah, and in the river, in the mouth of the river, in the bay, tarpon showed up down the Dog Island Reef. There must have been 15 boats at the dock at the boat ramp this morning. Yeah, the tarpon really showed up. I may even see them in the river here, just when they're rolling, but you can't see them because of the color of the water. Yeah. But down there, they're doing great with them.
Are they catching any big ones you know of?
Yeah, they are. We got to have these little kits where they take a scale and they test them. We've had several of them turned in, but the fishing down there is great.
Very good. Very good. That's good to hear. Tarpon fishing has really become popular now.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
I'd like to mention our Kingfish Shootout's coming up first week in August. You're the defending champion. You got to defend your title now.
We're going to be there, bud. I promise you, we're going to be there. We're looking forward to it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Millard. All right, buddy. Thank you. All right, Seaquarters Marina down there, right there in Carabel, and like you said, mentioned about the tarpon fishing. We talk about it up here a lot, and tarpon has always been here, but it seems like some people are just finding them, and a lot of people enjoy tarpon fishing, and that is one of the secret spots people go. They really pour in down there, and like I said, a boat ramp is full of people right this morning going out there behind Dog Island and trying to get some of those tarpon. We'll take our first break and we'll be right back.
Your vision is precious. If an emergency arises, you don't want to be sitting in a hospital waiting room. Accidents and injuries can happen outside of your workday. That's why our team of physicians provide emergency eye care to our patients anytime, day or night. You can count on your local experts in eye care to be there for you whenever you need us. The Eye Center of North Florida.
9 doctors, 1 vision, yours.
At Panhandle Educators, we offer full-service banking.
We're 5-star rated.
A safe place for your money.
Find us anytime, anywhere.
Or come see us on Highway 77 north of the mall. On the east side, across from Rutherford High School.
Come see us at the beach on our Jackson Boulevard.
We're here in Southport on Highway 77.
Live or work in Bay, Holmes, Jackson, or Washington County? You can be a member.
Join us. We'll take care of you.
Panhandle Educators Federal Credit Union.
The letter X. It's one tough letter, and the only one that stands for something. It's the mark of the unknown factor, the spot of the buried treasure, the model of rugged beauty. But what really sets it apart is its power to multiply everything.
Sweet Old Bob says see and save on all Exmark products today at Soul Tractor.
We are so lucky to live in North Florida. We have some of the best fresh and saltwater fishing in the world. My biggest problem is not catching fish, but trying to decide what kind of fish I want to catch. No matter what I'm after, I always stop at Sunjammers Water Sports first. They have just what I need: rods and reels, line, tackle, and most important, live bait. Yes, sir, we sure are lucky.
Hi, welcome back. Glad you're with us on this Friday morning. Hope you have a good weekend planned on doing some good outdoor stuff. And let's get started in this segment. I want to send our condolences from Panhandle Outdoors and ourselves personally to the James McFadder family. Coach Mac, as everyone knew him for many, many years up in Holmes County. He was basketball coach, volleyball coach, girls basketball coach. He just coached so many young people up in Holmes County. He just was a wonderful man. And he would certainly be missed by the family. I knew him well. I got to know him real well. We were in a wedding together. His daughter married one of his daughters married my son, and they're happily married with 2 beautiful grandchildren. So I've known Coach Mack a long time. We've done some things together, and he's just a great family man, a great leader. And services today will be at 3 o'clock at the First Baptist Church there in Bonifay, and I've read some Facebook postings by some of his former students and all. Just wonderful to read that kind of stuff. My condolences here. Here's Coach Mack with his grandson. That's Judd Manuel there. But I'm going to send condolences to Madeline, of course, and to Joni and Jamie, Joni and Jana, Jill, Jamie, and Jed, all with J's, and their spouses and all the grandchildren. Coach Mack there, he did love to fish, and every time. Not every other time, but every time we got together at a family function, we would get together at the Manuel's house or something, and boy, the first thing we started doing, you've been catching any fish, and we talked about fishing all the time, then started talking about sports, and then started talking about the kids, and it was that same conversation. It was just so refreshing to always be around him. He will certainly be missed by our community here in the Panhandle. Okay? Now, let's move on to some other things. One of the things we talked about, the summer solstice, and folks, I got stuff spread out. I asked Jeff, who said I was disorganized, and he said everybody that works with me. But the summer solstice now is going to be next week. And the big thing about the summer solstice is that it's going to be, that's when the sun is pointed closer toward the earth at any time. And here it is right here, Jeff. I told you I could find it. The summer solstice. I like to talk about this every year. It's going to be next week, about June the 21st, about around next Thursday, so be prepared for it. Nothing, you will not notice it, but it will happen. This is summer solstice right here, okay? But notice this tilt. That's the big thing right there. It's tilted right toward the sun, and as it goes around, we're farther away, but we tilt right toward that. That's why it's going to be. The people ask why it's going to be hotter, the hottest day of the year, because it's the longest day of the year. The days start getting shorter after June the 21st. And the reason for that is it takes a while. Scientists say it takes a while for the water to heat up and the earth to heat up. So our hottest days will come actually a month later in late July and August because of the heat accumulated through there. So see, you learned something already. Now, Stan Kirk was here yesterday, gave us this book about the hunting dates. I was going over this last night, so I'm just going to quickly go over it, and I'll go over some more, but I want you to make sure you go and start making your fall plans, and Ben and tell Marcia to get out of bed and write these dates down, go in the kitchen and put them on the refrigerator. Archery season, October 20th. That's when archery season is going to open up, October 20th, and then we'll go into crossbow season. That's going to be November 26th through 30th. November 26th through 30th, so 1 week right there. Muzzle loading, remember it comes twice. Muzzle loading is always excellent time. It's going to be the first week of December, muzzle loading, December 1 through 7th, and then the last week of the hunting season, February the 18th. When hunting season closes, muzzle loading comes in for a week. There's always tags on the front and the back end of it. Excellent time to hunt. That's a good time to go. And then the general gun, of course, be the Thanksgiving weekend, November 22nd. And then regular gun will open up December the 8th and close up on February the 17th. That's just general how we're going to do the things here in Florida this year. I know a lot of y'all will or want to know that information, but the big thing is it's going to be here before you know it. So go ahead and get it. I did want to show you this quick map of how many game wildlife management areas we have just in the northwest region. There's 32. Right there, trying to get a glare off. But 32 wildlife management areas, that's not just in the Panhandle, in the northwest region, starting over there, other side of Tallahassee. 32 areas to hunt. Now, looking at them, you would think the biggest one would be Eglin, but Eglin only has 262,000 acres. The big one by far is the Apalachicola Forest, the national forest there. It is 581,000 acres of hunting. I mean, it's just a huge area. We're so fortunate to have the Apalachicola Forest and Eglin. That's just two huge pieces of property there, okay? Now, I was going to mention about, while I'm on outdoors, about boating accidents. I mentioned them time or two this week. I'll give you the details. Here's one happened down in Henry County last week. That was on an airboat, and a second airboat was following behind, and the lead airboat slowed and was struck on the starboard side by the second airboat. The victim was ejected. So what happened? The airboat came this way and turned, and it stopped. The other airboat ran right into them. Fortunately, we don't have a lot of airboats up here, but they are dangerous. Okay, down in Glades County, this is one that just came. This is one fishing at a tournament, a bass tournament on Lake Okeechobee, and lightning struck them on the boat, and they were pronounced dead on the scene. And then in Putnam County, there was just a boat going really fast and threw 3 people out and killed one of them, just going really fast, hit an object in the water, ejected all 3. None of them had seat belts, and one of them did die on the scene. Okay, so be careful, okay? We were talking about the Chattahoochee River. I was trying to look up last night. I bet I spent 30, 45 minutes just trying to find a map of the Chattahoochee and Apalachicola dams. And I mean, I could find maps of the river, and I want to just show you. I read a lot about it. I knew everything I read. I didn't learn anything new. There's around 15 dams on the Chattahoochee River. We're trying to find out why we don't get all this rain, why we don't get more of a rise at the Jim Woodruff Dam there in Chattahoochee. And what it is about 15 dams. And I remember the Chattahoochee River starts up in the lower end of the Blue Ridge Mountains, and Smoky Mountains up in North Georgia. Those mountains come down there. I've actually backpacked up to the actual trail and found where the stream starts coming out the side of the mountain. And I've taken pictures of it. I tried to find a picture last night, but couldn't. But it's actually a beautiful place there. So anyway, I got a lot more to tell you. I need to take a break now, but I want to talk about those dams when we get back. So let's take a break right now. I'll be right back.
Clay O'Neill's Land Clearing. When you need land clearing, pond digging, road building, or any type of excavation, Clay O'Neill's Land Clearing is fully equipped to handle it. If the job is big or small, he covers it all, serving the Florida Panhandle from Madison County to Escambia County. He's just a phone call away. Hey, thanks, Clay, for another job well done.
Harold Milling Company, rough and tough dog food. Harold Milling Company builds it. They build hog feed. They build dairy feed. They make chicken feed. They have specialty feeds for rabbits. If you got a worm farm, grandmother used to have a worm farm. Look at the Harold Milling Company. You want to go down and get you, the dog's not running anymore. That's all over with. You want to get that 16% and drop down from the 26% protein. You don't want over to get fat. Harold Milling Company, you can buy at almost any feed store in the Panama City area.
Steel, the #1 selling brand of handheld outdoor power equipment in America.
Right now, dependable grass trimmers start at just $159.95.
For cleanup, hard-working Steel blowers start at $149.95.
Plus, double your limited warranty with your Steel product purchase.
Start easier, work smarter, finish faster with Steel, #1 in America.
We Know Bob says see and save today and every day on all Steel outdoor products at Soul Tractor.
When you stop by Blue Water Outriggers, you will find everything for your outdoor adventure. Stock up on all your favorite brands and shop for some of the latest outdoor gear and accessories. You can also shop online and have your orders delivered straight to your home. Our flagship store is nestled right off of Highway 98 in the Port City Shopping Center, just steps away from the Port St. Joe Marina. You will love our selection, our prices, and our friendly service.
Welcome back. We're doing a double duty today as far as getting some good fishing information. I've just called during the break. I called the pier, got them on the phone. We're going to get a pier report brought to us by Rick Russell, Bugaway Pest Control. Good morning, Ron.
Morning.
Hey, buddy, what's going on out there this morning?
Okay, well, they're throwing them on the deck this morning. I'm sitting here looking at the camera, and they're filling their coolers up with kings and a few Spanish.
Oh, man, that sounds good. Maybe we finally got this rough weather out of the way, and it's showing up good.
Yeah, it's calmed down a little bit. It's been good. Wasn't too good yesterday, but today it's picked back up, and looks like it's going to be a good morning.
All right, that sounds really good. Good report there. Now, you think anybody's going to be catching any pompano or whiting or anything lately?
No, they haven't been. We caught a few days ago out on the end, but I don't know. That's been it. There hadn't been any more since that time.
Well, that's some good information right there, buddy. Thank you so much, Ron.
You're welcome.
All right, buddy. Thank you. All right, that's a good, fresh report from Panama City Beach Pier. They're throwing them on the deck as we speak, okay? Now, let's go up. Let me turn my phone off. This technology is something else. Now, we were talking about, I had another email here, but I don't have it right now. Let's look at this right here. If we can take a chance. This, we were talking about, I've talked to a lot of people about this, about opening Old Pass. I want to tell you, I'll be honest with you, I about had a change of heart on it. When I first started talking about it, I was 100% gung-ho and had a bumper sticker on my old truck and all, open Old Pass. And we were all in agreement on it. And here's my feeling, I'll be honest with you, here's my feeling on it now. I know they had a workshop and everything, and we didn't have a chance to attend it, but here's my deal on it now. If you take a look at this map right here, this right there, the X, is about where they're going to open it up. Now, here, you got to look at the total picture. What's best for everybody. Now, right in here, this is Shell Island. It's actually Shell Peninsula now because it's closed up. Everybody still calls it Shell Island. And right in this area right here at the end of this pen, there's a huge gathering every weekend of a bunch of folks. They're out boating and all, and out partying and all. They've taken a whole area there, and a lot of them are just out there just to party and have a good time. Although there's some families there that are really enjoying it too. Now my feelings on it, they've sealed that area off basically. You can't do any fishing there, and they have just as much right as a boater as a fisherman do, and I don't have a problem with that because we have the rest of the area to fish. But my feelings on it, once that is opened behind Shell Island and opened back up, that's going to be a thoroughfare to go right out in there into, if you take a look at it again, Crooked Island Sound, which is an ideal fishing area right, let's see, right in here. I'm afraid they're going to move that party down here to Crooked Island Sound, and that place is pretty isolated because it's so hard to get to, and if they do that, they'll just seal it off for everybody. So I'm really concerned about that happening. So looking at the total picture now, it was people talking about, well, that part of the bay is dead and all. There is some, not a lot of turbidity in there, but there is scallops in there. There is redfish. People are catching just as many redfish off Redfish Point as it did 20 or 30 years ago when it's been open and closed. So, you know, the marine scientists, the jury's still out exactly what's going on. So I'm not saying don't open it. I'm just saying that's $8 million to spend and then constantly keeping it dredged out. You just remember how fast it filled in last time. It's just a matter of time. It just filled right back in. So that's my feelings. I'm just not sold 100% on opening right now. I just, for a lot of reasons that I didn't think about at first. I know it will benefit some certain segments of the population, you know, people doing certain things and all, but overall, the overall picture, I'm just not completely sold on it right now. So anyway, they didn't ask my opinion, but I just gave it to you, okay? Now, speaking of opinions, I want to give away our Tarpon Rock Seafood. I talked to him yesterday. Tarpon Rock Seafood, we're giving away. If I got in a routine now, because everybody likes this. The first prize has been a red snapper. The second prize is a $25 gift certificate. And this is really, people just like this for the weekend. I get email after email about people enjoying it. So this first drawing will take care of the red snapper, okay? Jack Haynes down at Howard's Creek. Jack, I'm so glad you're watching the show and glad you entered. I know you're tired. I know you and your wife are tired of eating all of the brim you've been catching, so you're going to get some red snapper, okay? Get some red snapper and cook that this weekend and invite all those fellas down at Howard's Creek to share that with you, okay? Now let's go. Jack Haynes, good fella. He's retired now. Now, the winner of the $25 gift certificate, look at here, Keith Long out of Defuniak Springs. Isn't that something? A winner out of Howard's Creek and a winner out of Defuniak Springs. That shows all the different fans we have throughout the Panhandle, and I'm just tickled that y'all win these things every Friday. We appreciate Tarpon Doc doing it, and you can enter anytime. Now we're gonna have all kind of prizes, but every Friday I guarantee you we're gonna have 2 things from Tarpon Doc, and sometime during the week I tell you what, Jeff, why don't we make another drawing? I know some of y'all are so disappointed. We're gonna give away one of our packages, okay? We're gonna give a DOA, okay, a Sunjammers cooler, press lane, mug, one of these famous these things are great, these floating pliers, and a Diver's Den t-shirt, all in one package. I'm going to draw the winner right now. It'll be here at Fox 28 Studios, right off 23rd Street. And the winner of this will be, stirred up really good, it's going to be Glenn Williams from Panama City Beach. Glenn Williams is the winner of this. Congratulations, Glenn. Congratulations, all your winners. And we're going to come right back with a famous Friday fishing forecast.
When you think of a successful hunting season, 2 things come to mind: Browning and C&G Sporting Goods. Browning is the best there is, and C&G Sporting Goods is your factory direct, full-line Browning dealer. C&G stocks Browning guns, camo, knives, scopes, gun safes, bows, and much more, including hunting and fishing license. Look over the new Browning BAR camo short right and X-Bolt rifles. Why pay good money for anything less than a Browning? Browning and C&G, the best there is. Home of the experts.
When you have work to do, get it done with a Kubota. Kubota is the top choice for reliability, efficiency, and value. And right now, during Kubota Rewards, take advantage of 0 down and 0% APR for up to 60 months on new Kubota utility and ag tractors, tractor loader backhoes, and utility vehicles. It pays to own Orange. See your Kubota dealer today.
See and save on all Kubota tractors and equipment at Sowell Tractor today.
Bill Kramer Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC is Panama City's exclusive full-line dealership, built on a 45-year foundation of trust and total customer satisfaction in all departments, including our huge pre-owned department, where we'll pay top dollar for your current automobile as a trade-in, or we'll place your vehicle on our lot and help you sell it. At Bill Kramer Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC, 4 decades, 3 generations, 1 tradition.
Sunrise to sunset. A walk through nature takes you on a journey of Florida's Emerald Coast. You'll encounter the wildlife, birds, lighthouses, indigenous to the beautiful land and seascapes of Florida. Set to the sounds of nature and enhanced with easy listening music. Only $14.95 plus $4.95 shipping and handling. NatureWalkDVD.com or send check or money order to the address on the screen. A walk through nature. Visually stunning.
Welcome back. Glad you're with us this Friday morning. Hope you're getting set for a big outdoor weekend, and weather looks like it's going to be good finally, and might be a little windy, but just try to get out of the wind. I'll start this segment off with our Express Lane Fishing Game forecast. Our time for today, we're looking at this morning, we're looking at 9:37 to 11:37. Right there close to the middle of the day, but a good time to go. And then tonight, exactly 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock, right at midnight. 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock. That's brought to us by Express Lane, American owned and American operated. And if you need to get on our website, you can get the times for the weekend too. Go to Panhandle Outdoors and we'll have it on our website. Now, let's get ready for our Tarpon Dog Seafood, our famous Friday fishing forecast. And we've had two of the folks on the phone this morning. And it doesn't get any more live than what we do here on the Panhandle Outdoors. Brought to us by Tarpon Dog Seafood. Excellent. I get remarks all the time about what a clean, good fresh seafood they have. Quickly, I'm running out of time now. We just talked to Carabel. You just heard a report of sea quarters from Millard. Let me look at Apalachicola, Port St. Joe. Talked to Blair Wednesday morning. And Blair, it was a slow week down there because of the weather. They were able to get more fishing down in Carabel because it curves around down there. The wind wasn't quite as bad in Carabel as it was off Apalachicola and Port St. Joe. But they did have, those that ventured out had excellent catches of red snapper. Blair, and I also had some folks staying down there that I knew sent me some emails and excellent red snapper fishing, but it was rough. So inshore, the trout was really good around the Black Island area. Now, Mexico Beach, Mitch Coleman sent this report in last night. He said fishing is really good. The winds, fishing good, wind is bad. They're stuck in a pattern. They said water temperature down in Mexico Beach is 82 degrees. There's lots of June grass. Now, you know, it's June, so we're going to have lots of June grass. It's all out in the water. It's a hindrance when you're trying to troll. So it really cuts down on trolling when you got something going. So plenty of live bait being caught around the shoals. Red snapper, the bite is excellent. If you can just get in about 90 to 100 feet of water. And he brought up a good point. The inshore snapper this week has been hammered pretty hard, and you got to get a little bit deeper now to get real big ones, 90 to 100 feet. So that's important there. Now here in Bay County, thanks to Mitch Coleman for sending that. Mitch is the captain, so he's real busy down there in Mexico Beach. Here in Panama City, I did get some good pictures, some red fishing. Some of the boys sent. School is out, so they're really hitting it really hard down there. They got out of wind over West Bay, and then one day over there at East Bay, and caught some really nice catches of redfish. And the head boats, when they got out, the head boats brought in some big snapper. And the pier fishing, you just got that report on pier fishing. Excellent pier fishing that was going on. Kings, it's been slow the first part of the week, but Kings this morning was tearing it up. So get a chance to get out there on the pier early in the morning and really catch some of those nice kings. Now, I'm on the way down to St. Joe. We're going to do there our annual. This is what we're looking for. Our mindset is headed toward this right here, folks. Check this out. We're looking for those old mossy backs. We're going to try to get a count with our annual survey with the Fish and Wildlife Commission. I will be meeting Sarah Stevenson down there and her staff, and they're going out. We're going to do those little triangles over there, so I'm going to film it. So on Monday's show, I'll have the video of all the scallop information we've accumulated so far, and I'm looking forward to it. Always one of my fun trips of the year, and keep you informed on what's going on, because I know in 3 weeks where most of y'all are going to be headed out in this area. All right, folks, we'll close out another week on Panhandle Outdoors. We've got a lot of great stuff coming up next week, and I know you're going to enjoy it. If you do something good for somebody today, have a great weekend, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.